Alright, so back here in this scene, what I'm going to do is pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and create the metal bars that go inside the wall, just to make this look a little bit more realistic. If I do a render here real quick, see, it looks pretty good, but it's just missing that one kind of little element there. So let's create that very quickly. I'm going to do that using something as simple as a cylinder. Knock the base and V subdivisions to 1. And for sides, I'm going to go for about 6 sides. That'll be pretty good. Remember, this has to be a real-time object anyway, so you don't want to get too carried away. So for radius, I'm going to go with something that looks a bit like this. Alright, so this will be the main sort of cylinder object here. Let me take this guy over here. What I need to do is I need to center him. It's not centered with the grid right now, and I want to fix that. But before I do, what I need to do is go to the Explorer, take the shrink wrap, right click on it, and hit freeze. We don't need that anymore. Okay, that's just going to freeze that in place. Now I'm going to go to my transform menu, and I'm going to move center to bounding box, and then I'm just going to move this guy to 0, so it's zeroed out on the grid. Just helps with placement a little bit better and things like that. So I'm going to take this guy over here. I'm going to reduce its height a bit, something like this. Okay. I'm going to make a duplicate here, and I'm going to make sure that I can only move in the X and Y directions. I'm going to place this about right here, and it's pretty simple. All I'm going to do is take the top polygons, and I'm going to go to extrude along axis. I'm going to add some subdivisions to this, and then I'll go over here to the rotational values, and I can start to add rotation to this. So you can see how I start to turn this and make it look like it's kind of these metal bars that were inside the concrete wall, and obviously as things destroyed, so these metal bars are actually sticking out of the concrete and they're exposed. So once we have one of them done, we can do a couple more. So let me actually take this one over here, take these polys, extrude them along axis. I'm going to add some subdivisions, then I'm going to rotate this stuff. You could give it a little bit of a twist if you wanted to. So I'm going to do something like this. Sort of a subtle twist to it. Works out pretty good. I'm going to take this one over here and do pretty much the same thing. So extrude along axis. Add some subdivisions. Maybe I'll make this one turn a lot, just so that I can have some more variation there. Looks like it's going to need another subdivision or two, so maybe I'll twist this one like so. So maybe something like that will work out pretty good, and then I'll make another one over here and maybe increase the height of this one, and that looks like it's going to work out pretty good. So maybe I'll stick this one right there. Maybe I'll take this one here, make a duplicate, maybe put it in here and increase the height a bit so it goes in there pretty good. Maybe I'll take this one, since this one's already long, I'm just going to take it and maybe place it up there. Maybe take another one and place it in here like that. Okay, so I think you get the idea. It's pretty simple. Just keep taking these objects here. It's just a process of duplicating them, putting them in position, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Increase the radius of this one a little bit. So maybe stick that one in there and make a duplicate here and kind of rotate it and just try to make it look natural. So it's pretty much the same routine over and over again. I think you get the idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead in the video and get a lot of this done. I suggest you do the same. Try out these techniques and try adding a little bit of twist and kind of random rotation to your objects. And so just go in here and get this stuff done. So I'm going to skip ahead and we'll meet up once we're both finished. Okay, so I finished placing everything I needed to place. I got rid of those other ones that I didn't need, and I even went ahead and deleted extra polygons that I didn't need. For example, at the ends of these bars that are inside the geometry, I deleted those polygons just to optimize this. And we're pretty much done with that. The last thing I probably want to do is just kind of combine this all into a mesh or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these little kind of bars that I created here, and I'm going to merge that all into one object. So I'll delete the original, so I end up with just this one object. Let's call that rebar. Let's call this guy here wall low res. Okay. So if I render out, you can see what I end up with. It's the bars right here that represent the broken rebar and stuff. It seems like something small and insignificant, but that little detail makes a huge difference. Makes the object a lot more believable. It's been damaged over a long time. So that's pretty much going to do it. I'm just going to end this video here, and in the next one we're going to start going over data asset exchange and the pipeline between Softimage, Unity, and how to bring everything together with the FBX format.